Hey guys, welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm in my car again, and I think I'm gonna start filming here more because A, the lighting's better, and B, it's been brought to my attention that my apartment is ugly, and it looks like I'm filming in some hallway. So for my last video, I compiled my top 10 happy songs. But for this video, I'm gonna actually do the complete opposite because, sometimes you're just in a bad mood and you don't want to hear something happy. You want something sad because, sometimes you just want to wallow in your own sorrow, and I think that's okay. Number 10 is Angel by Sarah McLachlan. Of course, we've all been sitting on our couch watching our sitcom, living life, and then the commercial break comes on, and you see these slow motion images of these sad, abused cats and dogs just kind of like staring longingly into the camera while this song plays. It's impossible to hear the song ever again without thinking of how little you're doing to help these poor animals, and you're just like a terrible human being for not donating the money. My number 9 is Break Even by The Script. You guys might remember this song. It came out in like 2008, I think. It's kind of like a pop rock song, and it's about a relationship that ends, and the guy singing is obviously taking it way harder than the ex in the song. And I think what makes this song so sad is the fact that it's just kind of relatable because a lot of us have been there. At number 8, we have Last Kiss by Pearl Jam. So yes, I realize this song is not originally by Pearl Jam, it's by like somebody else. But when I first heard it as a kid, it was the Pearl Jam version, so that's the one I'm gonna talk about. It's basically this sad story about this like couple who gets in a car accident. The guy who's singing, his girlfriend is like dying, and he's like holding her in his arms, and she's kind of like talking to him, and they kiss once before she dies, and it's not a happy story. Let's just say that. Number 7 is Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. Have I had my seatbelt on this whole time? God, I probably look like such a loser. This song I think was actually written by Prince, and maybe that's common knowledge, but it wasn't to me prior to me doing like a little bit of research. This song is so sad because it's post-breakup and she has all this freedom now. Everyone's basically telling her like, go live your life, you can do this, that, and the other now. And she doesn't want any of that. All she wants is to be back with her ex. I would say that lyrically the song is just okay, but I think again this is more the fact that it's so relatable, and it's also because her voice is so unique and sedate, and the whole composition kind of comes together in a very sad way. Number 6 is Yesterday by the Beatles. The Beatles are pretty much, I think, my favorite band ever, and if you disagree, you're just wrong because they basically revolutionized music of the 20th century. This particular song was written and performed by Paul McCartney, and it's a very melancholy, like, piano ballad. The story of this song is also kind of post-breakup, and I just remember hearing it when I was very young. My dad showed it to me, and I was just kind of like shook because it was so depressing. Number 5 is The Funeral by Band of Horses. It's kind of indie rock. The instrumentation is so beautiful, and the lyrics are so unique and kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a little cryptic. My personal interpretation of the song, and I think a lot of people agree with this, is that it has to do with drug addiction, and that the narrator is kind of worried about someone very close to them battling drug addiction. Number 4 is My Immortal by Evanescence. So when this song came out, it was a little different than the other songs I had heard by that band at the time because this one is much slower. This one's definitely a piano ballad, and it has a very haunting melody, which I think is what makes it so unique, in combination with Amy Lee's beautiful vocals. The subject matter of the song is very, very sad because she's clearly talking about a loved one that she lost. Number 3 is Hate Me by Blue October. So this one is dark. The lead singer is, I guess, battling a drug addiction at the time and depression, and the song is kind of about how this is toxically affecting his relationship with others and the people who love him. The song starts with an actual voicemail clip from his mom calling to say how like worried she is about him. It's super intense, but it's a really good song. Number 2 is Adagio for Strings by Samuel Barber. If you don't recognize the title of the song, that doesn't mean you haven't heard it. You've definitely heard it because it's used so frequently in like movies and TV shows. It's an instrumental orchestral song. As soon as it starts, I get chills immediately. It is just one of those melodies that makes you want to just go in the corner of a room and curl into a ball and cry. Like, it like touches a part of your soul. And that leaves my number one saddest song, which is Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. So the story of the song is basically the narrator comes from a poor family, and her lover, you know, has this fast car, which is a symbol for kind of escaping her home life. It kind of tells the story of her and her lover running away, starting their life together, and, you know, because of circumstance, kind of ending up back in the same situation that she started out in. It's just a very upsetting story told in a very beautiful way that kind of highlights the cycle of poverty that I think is true for a lot of people. And I just keep finding myself drawn to this song, especially at times when I'm sad and just want to hear a sad song. That's my go-to. Anywho, that wraps up my top 10 sad songs. Thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to like the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. I never really know how to end these videos. I'll see you next time.